Next up on the list of professions where we're going to cover some concentration builds is engineering. You might not think it's the best. It's not, but it's not bad either. It's very average, and that's pretty nice. So there are two recipe types that are relevant for concentration in engineering, at least that I've seen. You have the potion bomb of power. Well, not the other potion bombs are pointless, by the way, but the potion bomb of power is very good. And then you have the embellishments. So these three. They can all also work, but I would probably prefer to go for the potion bomb. It was used in Raise the World first. It is actually really, really good for those use cases. But I don't think any of the embellishments are super strong, although I have sold some of them. I have sold some of them at quality 3, so it's not like impossible, but I think I'd slightly edge out the potion bomb of power. You're looking, as you can see here, 9-10 gold per concentration, which is very good. It's probably even slightly higher because the difference between quality 1 and quality 2 material prices is really, really low for engineering for the most part. It doesn't really change your price much by going to a lower quality material, which means you can just go quality 2 and use slightly less concentration and still be good, essentially. If you want to do the embellishments, then the two best ones in terms of sale rate is going to be the pouch of pocket grenades or the energy redistribution beacon. The concealed chaos module has a much lower sale rate. I'm not sure if the pocket grenade is good or best for anyone. The energy redistribution beacon might be good for healers. It's pretty nice for spreading out more healing. But I'm not a healer expert. The sell rate is pretty high, so I'm assuming that this is actually useful. The potion bomb of power is never really the best for your own damage, but in some AoE situations, like healers using these in raid, really, really good. It's not a bad item at all. And we see that in the sale rate. It's quite high, and the quality 3 ones are quite expensive. Now for the build, my build is all over the place. This is my main, so I've done a lot of knowledge on it. I have all of the stuff here, which is completely pointless. What you want is inventing this node right here. I'm not sure if you want to max it out or not. But you want to put a decent amount of points in here, and you want to unlock these two are pretty good. This one in particular, reducing your engineering concentration cost. I don't have any points into devices here, which would definitely help since I'm doing potion bombs. You can get like a nice multi-craft bonuses. You can get more resourcefulness yield. There are some other good bonuses here, like even more multi-craft. And you can potentially craft a box of booms, which may or may not be good as a daily cooldown. But yeah, like this node is really good. You definitely want to go to 20 so you can unlock these two nodes, because you don't need that much skill. Potion bombs 505, but even with almost no recipe relevant skill and quality 2 materials and maxed out, which isn't that hard. It'll take you a while, but with Invent it's essentially free to get to max skill with engineering over time. I'm easily past the concentration threshold for potion bombs, even with 0 like recipe specific nodes. But this will definitely buff your stuff, and this ingenuity node will also buff. You can get this, which gives you a huge buff after you invent for 12 hours. So there's definitely some really good buffs in these two nodes. So something like 20 points here, a couple of points here, maybe enough to just unlock this one and get like 10 points here, 10 points there, and then you want to max out the ingenuity, or at least get here, which is really good. And then potentially get more resourcefulness as sort of the last thing you do. Multicraft is generally speaking going to be the best stat, but I did some napkin math, and ingenuity is really good, unless my math is completely off, which I think it is, because multicraft is just strictly better. This is a profit increase per point of multicraft, so I don't have multicraft on my tool, which is sort of a miss. But Ingenuity is pretty good as well. I crafted this when I was going to do gear or professional gear crafting or something. I don't remember what the plan was with this character. Ingenuity isn't awful. Multicraft is generally better as long as they give the same amount of percentage chance to proc. Then you want Ingenuity as your second stat. That's going to be a lot better than Resourcefulness in pretty much every situation. The difference in price between quality 1 and quality 2 is really, really small for most engineering materials. So I would mostly just stick with quality 2 for everything. That way you use less concentration and your concentration value goes up. It's probably going to be better, but you may want to just take a look in here. Just look at cost optimization. You can see the difference in price and see if there's anything massive. We can see that for bismuth bolts, apparently it's 10 gold less, so that might matter. For gyrating gear, we can see it's the same price. You can see it's the same price for whimsical wiring. It's the same price for safety switches. Slightly cheaper for the tempered potions. A lot cheaper for ominous energy crystal finishing reagent if you want to use that. Which I'm not using at the moment. Bottled brilliance, well, you wouldn't want to use that. And then the mirror powders and other stuff. You can also use the file of Ingenuity to get a bigger chance of getting your concentration back, to get some more buffs. But you're gonna be profitable regardless. And I think that people are catching on to the file, so they're getting a little bit more expensive. So they may or may not be profitable, depending on how often you play the character. If you buy a file, then you definitely want to just log in, do your craft, log out as quickly as possible so that you can retain the file over many, many days and many, many Ingenuity crafts, and then it's going to be pretty good. But yeah, that's it. I'd suggest going for the potion bombs. This is the highest sell rate, so that's what I'm gonna do. Just gonna craft. I should have enough for 2, and then we can go post them to the auction house. So I got 9 potion bombs, which should be a nice chunk of gold coming in. It's about 900 gold per at the moment. And then hopefully they'll sell quickly, and you can do the same. So yeah, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. See you on the next video.